Hi, Dr. Joe here to talk about why we age. The normal process of aging involves cells burning, if you will, burning fuel that leads to all the other diseases, disability, and aging that we have. Metabolically, we're on fire. As we move along, we need to understand why these things are happening because it allows us to do basic, very important things that reverses the whole process. Not cured, we don't live forever. But it begins with the metabolic syndrome that goes through the three-pronged situation that would remember everybody's thoughts about how people get older. Beginning first with cardiovascular disease. This is 75 to 85% of the aging process and why we end up dying early. Contributions with reference to eating and all the rest, but metabolically we are destined for this. Or diabetes, where we have a situation where the glucose goes up first, and then ultimately we have to do other things to bring that under control, and with time we'll even be able to reverse this. And that specter of the worst thing of all, the Alzheimer's disease, where we don't know our friends. This is due to oxidative damage, which is the black beast of aging. It begins with that, a brightly burning specter of bad stuff in your body, and then moves to inflammation with oxidation beginning all this process, and then we have things that gradually decline. So we find that the cytokines and all the other aging process, little bits and pieces of sort of what picks away at us and allows us to gradually decline. You'll be sitting on anti-aging therapies in a logical fashion. First of all, we have things such as L-arginine that we have in the body. This enables us to begin with the most common thing that precipitates aging that we're doing along. It also brings along other factors from eating, lifestyle, and all the rest. We're talking about cardiovascular disease. That's 75 to 85% of what goes wrong. It also has, if you use the ProArginine Plus, the ability to add in other anti-aging components with this that make cancers less likely, that make a lot of other diabetes less of a problem, and ultimately do a great step forward in preventing Alzheimer's disease. So these are very, very important, but we've all learned them in pieces, separate diseases, and didn't realize they were all connected. Really important to understand that. And this way of approaching things gives a very logical way to go at this. We do what I mentioned in terms of the arginine preparations. We use a lot of antioxidants, particularly Mystica, and it allows us to do all that I mentioned, but also the new things we're doing now. We're able to devise all the things we need that allows us to diagnose the autonomic neuropathy, peripheral neuropathy, all the things that diminish our capacity to be as good as we should be as human beings as we grow older. All this happens too quickly, too unevenly. So as we report our success with everything improving, it really is an important thing. This is based on a book based by Dr. Finch, published out of Amsterdam. And you can find it in whatever Google work you need to do to get it. But it's important to understand how we approach the anti-aging process because it is your time and it is important.